Hi, 6 things that are keeping you poor. In this particular video, I just want to highlight quickly 6 things that are keeping you poor. Number one, living a wasteful life. You remember when Jesus fed the 5,000 men, not counting women and children. The Bible says there were leftovers and people were just jumping over the leftovers until Jesus said, gather up the remaining fragments so that nothing is wasted. So when you look at the mindset of Jesus Christ, he didn't want anything to be wasted. But everybody that was there, they couldn't care about the waste. When you live a wasteful life, it's very difficult for God to bless you, and it's very difficult for you to actually excel in life. Number two thing that is keeping you poor is lack of planning. The Bible says if you're building a house, you got to sit down and count the cost. In every journey, counting the cost is very important, and counting the cost is part of planning. If you don't plan your life, you will fail. Actually, people say failure to plan is actually planning to fail. That's very, very true. If you don't plan your life, then you have no desire for success. Every success person is a planner. So from today, take up a piece of paper, begin to plan how your tomorrow is going to be, begin to plan how your next year is going to be, begin to plan how your 5 years from now is going to be. You see, in the church, I meet a lot of believers, a lot of friends that make declarations. Even as much as declarations are very important, but you see, a declaration is just a mere dream if it's not backed up with plan, if it's not backed up with action. Many times when people say, I'm making some decrees, they are simply expressing wishes or interest. They would wish they become that. But if there is no actual commitment to becoming, there is no planning to becoming, you will keep on making decrees that will never be fulfilled. Number three thing that is keeping you poor is living above your means. The Bible talks about being content with what you have. And every time you try to live above your level, you are just pushing yourself into credits and into further poverty. We live life in stages. My stage now is different from my stage of life years back, and it's different from those who are higher than me. So wherever you are right now, begin to live within those means so that you avoid going into unnecessary credits, even as much as you are planning to grow your life. Live within your means. Living an extravagant life that does not suit your size is just making a mockery of yourself, and nothing is going to work for you when you do that. Number four thing that is keeping you poor is idleness. You always ask people, what are you doing now? And they say, I'm doing nothing. That's being idle. Of course, after you have worked, you are entitled to taking some rest. You can rest. But idleness, I mean, it's those people that are actually doing nothing. And these are the people that you find that the Bible calls them the busy bodies. The busy bodies. They are up and down, looking, doing nothing significant with their life. The Bible also said, if a man refuses to work, let him not eat. That's what Paul told the Thessalonian church. If any man refuses to work, let him not eat. So the Bible has got no room for idleness, and actually God hates idleness. If you are idle, nothing will change in your life. So from today, be up, start doing something about your life. Come out of your idleness. Find a business to do, find a work to do, find a contract to do, find a piecework somewhere and keep yourself busy. If you can't do that, begin to do something with your gifts and keep yourself busy with something significant in life. The number five thing that is keeping you poor is the religious misconceptions. Religious misunderstandings about money and the value of money. The Bible says money answers all things. So money answers all things as pertain to physical life. It is the love of money that the Bible condemns. And love of money doesn't mean when you are rich, then you automatically you love money. No. Even the poorest of the poor, most of them actually love money. So it's a love of money that the Bible condemns, not money. Money is important. I'll show you something that money can do, because the Bible says money answers all things. So things pertaining to physical life, money is going to answer those things. Do you remember when Jesus resurrected? When Jesus resurrected, the guards were guarding his tomb knew Jesus has resurrected, and they went to report to the officials that Jesus surely resurrected. The Bible says the officials took a large sum of money and they paid these guards, and they told them to say, go in the city and tell the people to say, while we were sleeping, the disciples came and stole his body. So even when the message didn't make sense, the Bible says up to now, some people still believe that message. So money was behind influencing or blocking the preaching of the gospel that Jesus has resurrected. And money is required to propel the gospel that Jesus resurrected. So money is important in all angles. Whether you are a church or you are just an individual, a believer, a son of God, money is important in your life. The moment you have that misconception to say money is evil, the love of money and whatever, it will reduce your level to poverty. Money is important. Another thing I want to talk about money is this. When Jesus died, he needed a tomb to be buried in. All the disciples around him had no money to buy one. Probably that's the reason why they ran away when Jesus died. He was just left with John and the mother who were there to witness his final death. Peter, James, Bartholomew, all these other guys had run away. Why did they run away? Probably Jesus is dead and there are funeral expenses to be incurred. There is a tomb to be bought. There are perfumes to be bought here, and all of them disappeared. Until a secret disciple by the name of Joseph, a rich man, is the one who came to buy the tomb of Jesus and buy the perfumes and everything like that. So money for him made him fulfill prophecy. Because in Psalm, the Bible says Jesus was supposed to be buried amongst the rich, and his body was supposed to be preserved. A rich man was used by God to bring that prophecy to pass. Poverty is not going to help you fulfill God's will in your life. The last thing I'll talk about that is keeping you poor is impatiency. You see, success cannot happen suddenly. Success is a process. You begin your investments and your investments must grow. In between your investments growing, you need to exercise patience. There will be times when you fail. There will be times when investments will fail. You try this, it fails. If you give up so easily, you will never succeed. Be patient and wait until your investment succeeds. These are the 6 things that are keeping you poor. If you are ready to change them, then you are ready to change your poverty. Let me run through the list once again. Living a wasteful life, stop it. Failure to plan, begin to plan now. Living above your means, drop your expenses to what you can manage. Idleness, begin to do something now. Religious misconceptions, money is not evil. Actually, money is necessary for you to fulfill your God-given dreams, and be patient for your investment to grow. Thank you for your time.